This is the BGG Climbers for the week ending 10/13/2021. This list is put together every week by Michael Alexander. There'll be links in the description to the list in case you want to subscribe. And there's a lot of interesting stuff this week, so let's start with this below 10 items real quick. First one is Ank Gods of Egypt. This one is, I think, almost certainly heading in the top 100. Its rating this week is a little bit lower, but this can vary a little bit. Generally, it does tend to decline as more ratings pick up. Probably the less enthusiastic people get it a little bit later. 22 is Barrage, so this jump, there must be a lot of games between 49 and 46 because it got some new ratings and bumped up a little bit. Lost Ruins Arnak moved up to number 45. This continues to do very well. I think it's a good game. I'm interested in trying Dune Imperium as well, and the Endless Winter, maybe? And MicroMacro, Prime City Full House, which is, it looks to be like a more family-oriented version of MicroMacro, is doing really well. I think I'll probably pick this one up once it's available around here. And let's see what we have here. There was one more. Yeah, Assassin's Creed, Brotherhood of Venice. So it looks like people are finally receiving their copies. You can see this went from 135 to 212 in the last few weeks. So this is a game I'm really looking forward to. I honestly don't know where I'm going to put it. I think it comes in a huge box. But it is one of my most anticipated games. I've been waiting for this for quite a while. So number 10, Street. So we looked at this one last week. This is, I think, a follow-on, or I guess spiritual successor to Villagers. Done in the same art style and same box. It doesn't seem to be doing extremely amazing, but that could just be starting out. We'll have to keep an eye on this one and see how it continues to do. Number 9 is Witchstone. So this is a good-looking game that's been doing pretty well. So I'm interested in seeing how this is received over the next few weeks and see if it's worth playing. I probably want to get to around 1,000 ratings. The game definitely looks good. I'm just not sure. I think it's an area control-ish game. Let's take a look, if I remember right. Take a quick look. I think it's point-to-point movement and route building. Okay. But it does look pretty good. So I like the art style. Maybe it's the same artist that did Bonfire. I kind of like that art style a lot. Anyway, it's got nice looking meeples, nice looking cubes and stuff. One thing I don't particularly like is I don't like these. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of board games with screens on them, and unfortunately, this one has a screen. So there is that. We'll have to see. Once we get closer to 1,000 ratings, we'll know if this is going to take off or remain sub 100. 10. So this game is, number 8 is 10. So I think we looked at this one earlier. It's an exciting push your luck game, or push your luck and auction game for the whole family. So this is a lighter bidding and push your luck game with a lighter weight on it. I think it's unlikely that this is going to end up in the top 100 just based on the fact that it started out kind of weak. It's a family-oriented game, which tends to be a little bit lower ratings on BGG. And those two things combined, I think maybe we'll see this a few more times on the list. Maybe not. That's number 8 for game 10. Number 7 is Super Mega Lucky Box. So this is the latest game by Phil Walker Harding with an amazing name. I know what they were going for, kind of a retro look with the box. And I'm not sure. I mean, it's a lighter weight game with which is I guess flip and right, if I remember right. Yeah, flip and right. Bingo-ish family weight game, which is really what Phil Walker Harding specializes in. And it's published by Game Right, so we'll probably see this in many stores. Do I think it's going to be in the top 100? Probably not, just because of the weight of it and this thing it's starting out a little bit lower. But there are many fans of Phil Walker Harding. I think this game will do well, and I really like the name. So number 7, Super Mega Lucky Box. Number 6 is Unfathomable. So this is the reprint / reskin of Battlestar Galactica. People have been waiting for this for a long time. From what I've read, it works really well. I think it's going to probably do well. There'll probably be expansions like there was for BSG. And hopefully, won't go on this long, time without a print and high demand. That does seem to be a theme of recent years, is these older games that were, well received, that kind of had a bunch of pent up demand are getting reprinted. Things like Russian Railroads is getting reprinted with Ultimate Railroads. Battlestar Galactica is Unfathomable. Even things like Starfarers of Catan got reprinted finally. So these, it's been a lot of games have been picked up and maybe even sometimes slightly updated, like Comet. The new Comet had some rules changes, some improvements, and reprinted essentially, which is good. I think it's great to see these older games getting kind of an enhancement based on years of people playing them and seeing the good points and maybe the areas where they're a little bit weaker. So I do think from reading the quick reviews, this did get a few updates to make it play a little bit quicker. And that was, I think, welcomed by a lot of people because this game apparently could take quite a while. It is a game I haven't played yet. I tend to not play a lot of trader games, but I know a lot of people that really love this. So number 6, Unfathomable. Number 5 is Korra Rise of an Empire. So this one is I think the game looks amazing. We've looked at this for a few weeks now, and it's actually climbing a little bit. So its first ratings were a little bit lower, but now we're seeing a 7.86. This is a game I've been very interested in. I think it was a game that this was based on was on my wish list for quite a while, or my for trade list for quite a while. So I'm interested in trying this out. I don't know if it's a game I'm going to buy, but I would definitely want to play it at some point. So this is Korra Rise of an Empire. Number 4 is Marvel Unite XMen. So we think we saw this last week on the list. Rating has actually gone up a little bit. And this is essentially a second version of Marvel United. I don't know if I don't think it's on. Yeah, I think this was on Kickstarter earlier this year. And the fact it's being delivered, it must be getting delivered soon. Yeah. Even Tom Vassell has a review. So it must be coming out pretty soon. Again, the game, I think, looks amazing. I love these miniatures. Like, they look super easy to paint well. Yeah, I mean, like, look at this. So someone painted, obviously this guy or whoever painted it is a kind of a professional painter, but to me, it almost looks like something I could do and end up with a decent job. Maybe not like this level with the detailing on the arms and stuff, but I could probably paint it and not end up with a terrible looking miniature, which I think is a plus. It does kind of make me want to get, if they come out with another Marvel United set on Kickstarter, pick up the whole thing and just go to town for maybe a week painting it. Take off work and paint for a week. I do think this one is likely to end up in the top 100. It's a CMON game. Well, CMON and Spin Master. It's probably going to have a retail release of some smaller box like the original one did. And it clearly gets great ratings already. I think Marvel United end up in the top 100, or if not, it probably will eventually. So number 4, Marvel United XMen. Number 3, The Great Wall. So this game, it looks like some people are actually receiving it now. We've been seeing this for a few weeks, off and on in the top, 10 or just beyond. Its rating has come down a little bit though, so we'll have to see. I know some people were very excited when they finally got the final copy of the rules and were able to play the game and said this is what they were hoping it was going to turn out to be. I didn't. I actually got cold feet and didn't end up completing my pledge so I didn't get a copy of this, but I kind of wish I did. I maybe even like went in for the all in with all the miniatures and stuff, just because the miniatures look so amazing in this game, and I think that would have been worth it just for that. But anyway, Great Wall number 3. I do think it's likely this is, well, I'd go on a limb and say it's probably going to hit the top 100. I think its theme is appealing. It's an Awakened Realms game, which tend to do pretty well in general. And at least the initial reviews and stuff I've seen seem to indicate that it's a pretty good game. So we have it, the Great Wall, number 3. Number 2, Dinosaur World. So I think this Kickstarter has been starting to get delivered. This is essentially a re-implementation of Dinosaur Island. I think with some improvements. I actually had some problems with Dinosaur Island, like the way that the dice rolling for the genes, like if you I like the dice drafting, but I felt like it was just some sides were way better than the others, and your main goal in the game was to make sure you got those good dice instead of it being like, maybe more situationally good. So it's got the same I guess it's got hexes instead of, I think it was tiles in the first one. You build it out to the side. This board looks really good for tracking everything. Dual layer. I don't know if that's going to be like that in the retail version. Dinosaur coins look really good. I guess they changed up the dinosaurs in this one to make them acrylic with a dinosaur eye instead of the pink plastic dinosaurs. I kind of like the pink plastic ones. Those were cool. But it's dinosaur coins. That is amazing, I would say. So I haven't had a chance to play this game. I was planning on actually playing it while the Kickstarter was available, but it took quite a while to get the Tabletopia up. So I just never got around to it, and I ended up not backing it. So I guess we'll have to wait and see if I know someone that picks up a copy of this and get a chance to play it. So there you have it. That is Dinosaur World, number 2 this week. And I don't know. I guess we need to wait for a few more ratings on this. I think it has a chance of getting the top 100. I know Dinosaur Island was very well received. I kind of feel like I like the artwork on the original one a little bit better, at least the cover artwork. And I do like the pink dinosaurs. I don't know. I think those were kind of cool. So number 1 is Horrified. Sorry, it's late. Horrified American Monsters. So this is the next Horrified game. So the first ones were like classic monsters. Now this is American monsters. It's got Bigfoot, Mothman, Jersey Devil, Chupacabra, and Banshee of the Badlands, and Ozark Howler. So Horrified was a cooperative game where you fight monsters. You can choose, 1 monster, 2 monsters, I think even up to 3 monsters. And it's played on this board. I actually have a copy of it that I haven't played yet. I wanted to play with my family, but it's kind of pandemic style, I guess, where you're fighting these monsters are all a little bit different. You have to do certain things to defeat them. And it got really good reviews. Of course, putting it out in October is the best time to put it out because everyone's looking for a Halloween themed game to play. And I think I like the miniatures here as well with the game. So, and it's a good price point. It's sold in Target, which they have routine sales. It's only $35. So a lot of families can pick it up and play it and get into this type of game at a reasonable price point. And again, it's put out by, I think, Ravensburger, right? Yeah. And so these guys, Ravensburger has been doing an amazing job bringing out, I feel like, quality games based on various IPs and other things at a reasonable price point where it's not ridiculously overpriced to get a good quality board game to play. So I'm looking forward to this one. Do I think it's going to end up? Actually, let's check out where Horrified landed. So Horrified ended up at 162 probably not going to go any higher. So, so we're probably not going to see this one in the top 100, but well, let's see. Maybe they have some improvements, or maybe it's just a reskin of the same idea. So there you have it. That is the BGG Climbers for the week ending 10/13/2021. If you like this video, please like and please subscribe, and please take a look at our other videos. Thank you.